The Hunter Call of the Wild has one trophy that has sparked more theories than anything else in this entire game. Since their introduction in April of 2020, Great Ones have become the ultimate goal for hunters across the community. They're the most talked about, recorded, and streamed content in the game, and everyone seems to have a different idea of how they work. Expansive Worlds has stayed quiet about the mechanics behind their spawns. But I've got a theory. A conspiracy theory, in fact. And the evidence, the breadcrumbs, the trail I've followed to get here, it might just shock you or leave you with more questions than answers. Want to take a ride? Let's dive in. Have you ever felt like your map is dead? Like you've checked every zone and there's nothing there? I was recently fast traveling from one tent to another location while playing solo player, and as I switched the time, right before the screen turned to black for the transition, I see a Roosevelt elk bull in the doorway of my tent. It was seconds. He wasn't there before. When I fast traveled there was nothing. Of course, my tent was on top of their zone, but when I checked for black-tailed deer, there was no animals at the zone, especially not in front of my tent. Don't shoot the messenger, but I was chatting with a player who has over 160 Great Ones on his Xbox account. He uses herd management like most of us in the community. Well, this guy proves something wild. Invisible animals are real. And the kicker? You can see them in multiplayer, but not in single player. Same map, same location. Your buddy sees a moose, you see an empty bush. And even crazier, he once watched a Great One bear spawn out of the ground. No time change, no spawn call, just boom, rising from the earth like a zombie. Yeah, welcome to the underworld of Call of the Wild. He sent me 2 photos from a game session. One he took himself and another taken by his friend standing behind him. In his photo, nothing. But in his friend's, a moose standing directly in front of him. That's when he told me, when your map feels dead, when respawns are slow, when herds won't move into their zones, they may not be slow at all. They might be stuck in Call of the Wild purgatory. It's the space between what we see as players and the zeros and ones behind the curtain, the gears and the levers that drive the game's mechanics and push spawns into motion. What he suggested is simple, but wild. If your map feels stuck, or you're checking exterior zones for jumpers and nothing showing up, try opening a private multiplayer session on your own map. Don't worry, no one else can join. This is your world. Then start checking your zones. Look through your exteriors. You might just find something you couldn't see before. Invisible herds, respawns stuck in limbo, waiting to be released. Is this real? I don't know, but he believes it enough to call it a tip worth using, especially when your grind feels hopeless and Great One seems further away than ever. Now, here's where it gets juicy. This player grinds by more than just levels. He tracks weight and score, and his data shows that small animals aren't created equal. For example, on his fallow deer grind, he left 8 to 10 small level 3s with 150 top estimate, or less. Diamond rate for that? 1 in 6 to about 1 in 12. On whitetail, he tested this by leaving 4 level 2s with low top estimates. Similar to the fact of leaving a level 3 with a top estimate for fallow. The problem is with whitetail only goes to level 3, compared to fallow deers that go to level 5. His diamond rate dropped to 1 in 10 to about 1 in 18, sometimes worse. His conclusion? Leaving too many mid-weight level 2s might be weighing your map down, literally. It might just prove that we've had it wrong all along. That by leaving behind those small 2 whitetail bucks, the ones that look like level 1s, we could actually be hurting our Great One grind. That by ignoring those low weight level 3 fallow deer, thinking they're just bloated 2s, we might be stalling the very progress we're chasing. And that brings us closer to the heart of the conspiracy. What really affects Great One spawns? Is it luck? Is it time? Or is it something hidden, buried deep within the mechanics we've only just begun to uncover? Let's talk about herd management. We all know herd management works at least to increase the diamond potential. But there's a big misconception. Some creators, myself included, say just leave the small males, which can include level 3s on a fallow grind or level 2s on a whitetail grind or even level 4s on a red deer grind. But what if the type of small male matters? He's found that certain weights and scores, even if the animals are low level, can mess with your map. Too many of these heavy smalls, and your population won't push out anything better. Look no further than the most recent great one, the mule deer. For example, if you leave too many level 2s that are above 140 minimum kg, so on my mule deer grind, I leave all level 2s that are 105 to 140 kg. I call them the small 2s. This has actually increased my diamond spawn rate and has allowed me to harvest not one, but 2 great ones. Could this be the same thing with all other great one species that we've been hunting in the past? For red deer, there are 2 weight estimates for level 4s. Should we not be looking back at this and shooting the heavy level 4s and hope that they respawn as small 4s, or better yet, level 3s to accomplish a more managed map? But why would you want them to be more managed? Especially if great ones are only RNG based. Why? Back when Great One Whitetail first dropped, a glitch let players that were hunting caribou and reindeer spawn as Great Ones. Why? Because their score and weight fell into the same range as the new Great Ones. That bug was so serious, it crashed games when people tried to shoot them. Some players even managed to keep those cursed beasts in their lodges. So what did EW do? They rewrote the code, gave Great Ones their own weight class, score range, and level, the fabled 10, which proves something. It proves that weight matters. It always did. So, what is the theory? Now, here's the theory that ties it all together. Herd management doesn't spawn great ones. It just greatly improves your odds. The more you reduce the pool, cutting out low weight, low score animals, the fewer variables the RNG has to choose from. So when the game finally rolls that great one dice, it's pulling from a tighter, cleaner pool. One loaded with high weight males, diamond potential males, and yes, great one variables. And that is why he tracks everything. Weight, score, kill consistency, zone refresh rates, all of it. I know personally that both of my Great One mule deer spawned off of max weight estimate males that were level 4. So I am very confident that that is why herd management works. It works because you are grinding on high weight males. So if you're going to have the best odds at spawning a great one, you need to be shooting high weight estimate males. And the best way to do that is by managing your herd correctly, which has everything to do with weight. So focus on those low level 2s. Keep them on your map for mule deer. Focus on the low weight estimate males that are level 4 for your red deer grinds. Don't leave any level 3 fallow deer on the map at all. You can leave a few, but try to manage them down. Don't treat them like they're level 2s just because they look like it. Their weight dictates everything. One last thing the player told me, and this one is spooky. Ever since they removed initial spawn great ones post New England map, it looks like some new maps start semi-herd managed. He told me a story that his friend bought Reventuli, a fresh map, and it was flooded with low-weight male moose. They started to grind immediately looking for a great one, and guess what? The great one spawned in less than 200 kills. Coincidence? Maybe. But if EW is subtly seeding maps with optimized populations to help casual players, maybe spawn some great ones, that would actually explain a lot. A big thank you to Mac for your conversations and contributions to these crazy theories. I don't know how much weight all of it holds, but it was fun nonetheless. And isn't that what conspiracy theories are all about? That there could be a hint of truth, hard to prove, but they're just so fun. It's so cool to get into, so great to think about. So, what do you think, fellow hunters? Is the Great One truly random? Or is there a hidden system deep in the code, one where we're only just starting to unravel? Let me know your thoughts below, and if you've seen invisible animals or strange spawns yourself. And if you're ready for more, you definitely won't want to miss what's coming next. This conspiracy, it's only getting started. Like and subscribe and hit that bell, because you never know when the next conspiracy theory may hit. And as always, fellow hunters, happy hunting.